These guards should be very afraid.
Here's Johnny.
Hey, girl. Hey. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Boom, and it is 2K day. Shout out to NBA2K for providing your girl with a code so I can give you the soup lock build before the game is even out. You gonna get it before it's out so you can make sure you make it. But before we get into the soup build, I need you guys to do me a favor and do a couple things, okay? Join the Boom Squad, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications because your girl is gonna have codes on top of codes on top of codes to give away for NBA 2K24, the Black Mamba edition. So don't you miss out. Make sure you join the squad. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends. If you have a lock on your team, make sure they get this soup, okay? Now that all the housekeeping items is done, we got to get right into this build. Just with it off rip, I want to let y'all know, this may not be the lock build for everybody, but it's a really, really good template, okay? I'm going to give you guys the soup version of this build and the all-around version of this build. The soup version is only for my copy of Compass players. The first one is 6'6", 206 pounds. It's very similar to the build I already made with the 7'3" wingspan. And let me tell you what you're gonna do, all right? First off, you gonna put your driving dunk to an 83. That 83 dunk will give you slithery on silver. So it's easier for you to get to the paint, especially if you're cutting on point guards out the corner. You should be good to go with that, all right? Now, after we do that, we're gonna change our standing dunk. Me personally, I like to go to 75 because that gives me the Giannis package. You gotta have a 75 driving dunk and a 75 standing dunk. I personally like his standing dunks more than anybody else's, but according to the Splash, shout out to my boy Splash, 60 will get you good enough standing dunks to be a OP cutter in the paint. But for me, I'm going for that 75 because I specifically want Giannis. Again, I get rise up on bronze. You leave the post control where it is, and then you move on to the shooting. Now, the shooting is going to be different. Remember, I told you in my old build, I wanted to try to get catch and shoot gold. And you can do that if you update your midi. So, on this one, you want the mid-range to be an 82, and you want the three-pointer to be an 80. The 80 threshold is to get certain jump shot bases. The way the jump shots work this year, you can have pretty much any release that you want, but the base will determine what the requirements are for your build. And a lot of the bases have changed. So before you go in trying to make your old school LaMelo Ball jump shot like I did, just know it's not the same. He stays on the ground this year. You might have to find a new base. So just keep that in mind. Once we do that, I move my pass accuracy. I personally always like an 80 pass just because I like to be able to be very effective with passing the ball. The baseline for this is 76 because you can get relay passer and break starter on silver. But I like to have an 80 pass just for certain pass styles. You know, the defense is where we make our bread and butter. So let me show you what we got. On the defense, you want to go over and have your interior be a 58. So you want the 94 perimeter D, and then I'm going to jump to speed real quick because you got to have an 86 XL and a 84 speed, right? You don't have to have the 84 speed, but you want the 86 XL, and then you want the 95 steel. Let me tell you what happens. And then the strength real quick is going to be a 72. That gives me brick wall and a movable enforcer on silver. This is a 5s lock, so if you're looking to roll with this in the park, this build is probably not for you. So what this does is now at a 94 perimeter defense, a 96 steel, I get clamps gold, I get ankle braces gold, challenger gold, fast feet gold, all right? The rest of your tier badges is there, but those are the main badges that you want as a perimeter lock. Me personally, I like to have a block on my build just in case they get past me. So I put my block at a 78, and that should get me silver chase down once I up my physicals. So if they get past me, I'm still good. I got 50 defensive rebound. That isn't the greatest, but it's enough to get the job done. I can hold a box out. We're going to be good. Now, I go down here to my vertical. Like I said, I'm moving that to a 75 so I can get chased down on silver, and also unlock certain dunk packages. 75 is still the threshold for certain dunk packages, but they have changed. So definitely check out the builder before you go over there. Last thing is this stamina. 6-6 is the soup for stamina, because then that allows me to have a 99 stamina, which will then give me 94 feet Hall of Fame, okay? Which is what we want. I'm bumpy in the backcourt, I'm bumpy in the half court, and I still have the ability to block shots. Last thing I did was just update my free throw, because I like to be okay at shooting free throws. Here's the completed build. When you submit it, you get something special. And we got shades of Ron Artest, Jimmy Butler, and Cam Johnson. It turns out to be a two-way, three-level threat. You guys let me know in the comments, is this a W or an L build? Are you rocking with it? And we gonna move on to the next one. I need you to see the real soup, which is probably gonna be my day one build. Don't tell me I ain't never done nothing for y'all. Most people will gatekeep. Boomy is not gonna do that for you, all right? Now rock with me for a second. This is for my compiest of comp locks, okay? This is going to be the build for y'all. This might be the soup for fives, all right? So what we're doing, 6-6 still, but we're going with max weight. You'll see why in a second. The wingspan is gonna be a 72, I believe. A lot of this build is the same, but we're gonna rotate it a little bit. We're gonna have a 52 inside shot, a 60 driving layup, and then we're gonna have an 80 dunk. Again, this is just enough to get me certain packages, but I still get slithery on silver and then bunny. Again, I'm going with a 75 standing dunk. Gonna have my 82 mid-range again to get catch and shoot gold. 82 mid-range, still an 83. Free throw as it is for right now. Then I'm gonna make my pass. Right now I'm gonna hold it at 76. So we're gonna try to rebuild this build while we sitting here. And I'm gonna leave that where it is for now. I'm gonna go over interior finishing. I'm gonna get that at a 58. Perimeter defense is gonna be a 94. Still 96. So again, the perimeter D and stuff hasn't changed, but you'll see why the build has fundamentally changed. And keep in mind, for you skilled locks out there, right stick ripper and glove stack. So you don't necessarily need glove Hall of Fame unless you just want it. I feel like that's too many points. My skilled locks will be good without it. I'm gonna put my block at a 78. And again, once I update my physicals, you'll see why. And then I'm gonna just put my defensive rebound on a 50. This is where the build fundamentally changes. Pay attention. My speed is gonna be at 85. Now I'm a big boy, so my Excel is only gonna go to an 80. But when you're a big boy doing big boy things, you wanna max out the strength. And you see what that does. I don't know if you missed it, but let me show you. I get brick wall gold, and I get a movable enforcer gold. It's bumpy, really bumpy. It's going to be bumpy against slashers. It's going to be bumpy against small guards. And I am yet to see if this is going to affect the way they move around the court, which is why I think this is going to be my day one build. I'm going to test it out. If I need to change it and make a faster lock, I will. But this is kind of the route that I think I'm going to go. Now, after that, you just update vertical and stamina to the same. So I get a 75 vert and a 99 stamina, which 94 feet Hall of Fame. I still have fast feet at a gold, which is what I had on the other lock. This might be soup for real. Now, again, you can change your badges up. What I did is just add this to my pass. I finessed it. You'll see the finished part up. I finessed it. I put my pass down to a 79. And then I updated my 3-point or my standing dunk to an 81. So now I get rise up silver. So these builds are soup. You can change it. Again, make the build that you want the way that you want it, but this is the build. Now, when you do that, what you get is, again, it's going to be Ron Artest, Cam Johnson, Jimmy Butler, but now I am a two-way spot up threat. I'm bumpy, I'm fast, I am a problem on both ends of the floor, especially if I go to elite. So I'm telling you right now, you let me know in the comments, is this build a W or an L? These are my 2 lock builds that I'm going to switch in between to figure out which one I like better. And those are the builds. Let me know in the comments, are you rocking with these 6 super locks? Let me know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, because we're going to have a bunch of fire content dropping in NBA 2K24, and you don't want to miss it. In addition, I am going to have multiple codes to give away. Shout out to NBA2K for providing your girl some codes to give away to the Boom Squad, to you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss when the giveaway is going on. Again, 2K has nothing to do with the giveaway. They just provided your girls with some codes to give to you all. And yeah, shout out to 2K again for providing the code to get this suit build early, so when the game drops today, you'll be ready with the lock build on deck. But that's it for this video. I've been your girl Boomy, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.